Alright, hey, what's up guys? I am going to have a replay analysis here for you. This was a game that I did end up losing. Feel like we could have won it. So I'm hoping that I can get some insight as to what I can do better to have made this a game that we could have won. Let's go ahead and... I must be on slow-mo. There we go. So, let's see... Don't entirely remember. It is a competitive game. I don't really remember a lot about the game. I just remember feeling like my team wasn't working all that well together. Let's go back through this. So there I thought it was my ball. It seems like Chris also felt the same. Yeah, he didn't see me. So we end up double committing. And Beetlejuice gets a good touch over me there. I was going to try and stop it from crossing the near post, but couldn't reach it. He hit it off the ramp and made a great pass. So down one early. I do feel like I've been playing quite a bit better. I feel like I've been making better decisions, slowing down and making a bit better touches. That one I wanted to get up to and get a touch on, but it hit the post. Kind of fortunate spawn. No teammates to help me out though, so I just go for a high touch and retreat, grab boost. I am, let's see what my 1103. I have been struggling to maintain the high 1100s, trying to stay up closer to Champ 2. Which is, I think my peak in threes is like a 1260-ish. And I felt pretty confident up there. It's just, I end up getting a lot of games like this where it's struggling to integrate well with my teammates. I definitely feel like them being at the lower end of Champ, their decision making isn't quite there. Not a great pass, but I was hoping for a touch I could stay with, and it wasn't that, so I let my teammate try and stay with it. Get a good save there. Trying to space myself out. Trying to do stuff more like that challenge, where like I could jump for that, but I realize I'm not in a good spot for it, and just kind of posturing there forces the person that is on the ball to really make sure he gets a good touch. Great pass to a great, well-placed shot by Chris. Get lucky that he sends it over the net. Just gonna post up, back post on the goal line. Let's go, Chris. Nice shot. Alright, 2-2, halfway through the game. Not too bad. Well, I was worried I didn't jump early enough there. Luckily to get a touch on it, didn't get dunked. Are you flipping forward? Again, I just constantly get overran by my teammates. Let's go back on this one. Chris gets beat. I misread the bounce. He almost gets back to it, like. And where was this dude at? So yeah, overruns, flips off the wall. Could have gone back post there. He didn't have a ton of boost, but he had plenty. Used way too much boost to go to corner boost, and now he's late. Just little stuff like that where it's like, I gotta trust my teammates, but I'm solo queuing, so I can't trust my teammates. And I'm wondering if it's more detrimental, because I'm not good enough to carry my team. At least I don't think. Like, I'm not consistent enough, not strong enough on offense. Defense is definitely my stronger suit when I make my touches. Stuff like that, where like I'm just not consistent enough to always hit the ball, especially the touch that I want. Like, what are we doing here, bud? That touch is okay. I've got boost. Let me take the ball, brother. Like, you see me wanting to go for it. I'm just trying to do a lot of delaying, I think, lately. Try and just take my time, make good challenges, because there at least threw the ball away, or made him throw the ball away, and it went to my teammate. There I know my team is both kind of on the back wall. What is he jumping for? Yeah, man, close. I think maybe I'll do a second replay on this one and show a game that I'm playing better, my team's playing better. Alright, so I guess I didn't save any of the tournament games. I swear I saved the 2 semifinal games. But this one might have been a tournament? I don't think so. I do remember, besides this goal of just, I do remember being like, damn, why did this guy go? I guess he had a better angle, but like, I was clearly in front of him, especially with ball cam on, not being able to see that he was going. So besides this early double commit, kind of just feeling each other out, we ended up meshing pretty well as a team. See, I was just trying to challenge because I knew he was back corner. Figured it would give him free ball, but maybe he had the same idea. Thought he could beat the guy or would force the ball to me or our other teammate. Kind of glad I got a touch there. Look for the demo. Ends up as a goal. Nice. We get it back early. Jumped so early for that. I'm kind of curious how close he was to reading that. Not too far off. Good for him. He jumped very early, though. I almost got that touch around him. He did good to get a redirect to their corner. I almost read that touch. I probably could have gone to wall there. Gone up wall. Even if I don't get a touch or anything, I'm just kind of posturing that I could. See, and stuff like that. I feel like old me would have jumped there and like hit it into the corner and done some dumb play. Instead there I slow it down, force him to be awkward in the corner. Especially because both my teammates were up. They needed to get back, get boost. Could have gotten a touch around him. Unlucky that he plays it straight into him. And then again, I just play it slow there. Force that guy off the ball. Almost a goal, and inner lip follows it up. Nicely done. Take the lead just before half. Interesting freeze frame there. Oh, I hate this. So many people, I don't even know who to go to. So many people just take the ball. It was directly across goal. Homie, you're serving it up for him. Like, either at this moment, maybe here. Stay on the wall and get behind it, or take it up the wall and go over the goal. As someone that's played goalkeeper in soccer, that is the biggest pet peeve of mine, is people that just take the ball across the goal line, especially when the other team is diving in for it. And I feel like we get scored on a lot because I want to stop that. If you're starting to bring it across the front post and I can get in the way of it, I want to. Like, that's just inherently my thought process. Wow, we got so lucky not to get scored on here. Like this. Why hit this ball? It's going wide, no? Yeah, it's well wide. Look at that trajectory. Why hit that ball? I don't get it. Hold on, let me figure out. Oh, jeez. And then this guy saves it. Who knows, that might have changed the whole trajectory of the game if that ball went in. Nice shot. Let's go back, see how this plays out from my view. Great dunk. Inner lip follows it up. Here's another, so this is another pet peeve I notice at this rank. I don't feel like there's any need for this dude to be as close as he is to Daku. It works out in this instance, but why are we committing to the corner? 14 boost, 0 boost on Daku. He's already trying to boost starve 2 players. You don't need to be here. It works out that the goal was left open. Both of their team were going for the corner instead of one of them hooking off and trying to save, get in front of net and make the save. But that's something that happens to me constantly, where I'll get outplayed trying to force for a teammate, not expecting them to be directly behind me, so we both just end up getting outplayed by the same play. And it's hard to play around because at my rank, that's what happens. But I'm trying to play at a slightly higher rank, level, whatever. Trying to play at what I think should be happening, just based on my, like, soccer knowledge and game sense. So do I play with that in mind, and is that how I get into a higher rank, and then I just kind of evolve as the play actually evolves, while the players get better? Or do I don't know. That's kind of what I'm asking from you guys that are at higher levels, Champ 2, Champ 3. Like, what's the play from me there? I notice it a lot in drop shot, and it's part of why I can't get higher than Diamond 3 Champ 1 in drop shot as well. When drop shot came back, my placements, I was mid Champ 3-ish, I think. I can probably check RL Tracker at what my peak was, but I was up at Champ 3. And then they forfeit, so yeah, I mean, good game. To finish my thought, it's just, I noticed it a lot in drop shot. A lot of people hit it back towards our side. And that's another thing that bugs me. It doesn't happen as much in this. But just dealing with, quote unquote, like, I'm in this rank for a reason, but quote unquote lower rank gameplay of people just being right in my tailpipe. And so I'm forcing for them, hoping that they're further back. And I guess maybe that's on me, that I need to maybe do click the right stick and check behind me real quick and see where they are before I make a challenge. But so anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you guys can provide me with some decent insight. Oh, that was almost close. Hope you guys can provide me with some decent insight about some of the issues that I'm having that are keeping me at a little bit lower rank. Now, I don't mean I should be Grand Champ or anything like that. Like, I think I belong in Champ 2. I've been there before, solo queue. I felt good there, especially now that I've been working on my mechanics a bit more, noticing my consistency getting a little bit better, my touch is getting better, my decision making getting better. I really feel like that is where I should be, but I'm losing games the last day or so. See, look at that. Getting my flip resets down. The setups in game don't work. In game, I typically just try and air dribble, but I'm definitely getting there. I notice progress being made. But yeah, if you've got any insight as to mistakes that I'm making at this rank and how I can use your little too far. If you've got any insight as to what I'm doing wrong, any tips that I can use to help me get back into Champ 2, and then even push beyond that. I've never been Champ 3 before. My ultimate goal for Rocket League is to make and stay in Grand Champ. Anything beyond that will just be an extra, but I would like to make it to Grand Champ. I will be able to die happy, so to speak, if that is my ultimate goal that I reach with playing Rocket League. For me, it's just a game that tickles my brain in a way that other games don't. The amount of little, like, nuanced movement that you can do with the car that for people that don't play the game are probably not that privy to, so to speak. Picking up the little things of just like directional air roll versus neutral air roll, tornado spins, like little things that don't come across just looking at the game until you dive deeper into the mechanics of the game. and the physics. I would greatly appreciate any tips, any pointers, point out mistakes in my gameplay that I make. I do also, I'm pretty sure I have all of my replays uploading to ballchasing.com. I can insert that here, show like my page, my link for those if you want to check out any of my other replays. Fair warning, I'm bad at this game. I am not good. I make a ton of mistakes, but seeing little improvements is what keeps this game fun for me. I know I'm bad. I will be the first to tell you that I'm bad. I think it's hilarious when people try and talk shit saying, "Wow, you're so bad." It's like, yeah, man, I know. Trust me, I know. This game's hard, but that's what keeps me coming back. This game is hard, and it's fulfilling to see things come together the more that I put time into perfecting those little nuanced mechanics. So yeah, I appreciate you if you made it this far. Go ahead and maybe leave a comment. Let's leave a comment saying pepper jack cheese, one of my favorites. And I'll know you're a real one, that you made it this deep into the video. I really appreciate you sticking around. I will catch you in the next one. I'll have a clip dump update or something that I've got being worked on right now. And yeah, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that pepper jack cheese comment. Take care, y'all.